Hi, it's Krista from Island Sewing Centre in Campbell River, British Columbia, Canada. Welcome back for more on the amazing Brother Dream Machine. The Dream Machine 2 is the one we're talking about today, and we're going to cover all the accessories and things that come with your Dream Machine out of the operational manual. Believe it or not, totally worth reading, but we are going to cover what you get, which is really good to do if you're going to do an accounting of what comes with the machine. So stay tuned, and if you like what we are giving you, please hit the like button and subscribe. We really appreciate it. I've repositioned myself so that you can see a little bit more easily, but one of the things that you need to take note of is that inside of that huge box that the machine comes in is your registration. Now you can do it online. We recommend to our customers that they do snail mail this in as well. Don't forget to register your machine. It's very, very important so that your dealer with their technicians can support you after the fact. So your warranty kicks in when Brother gets this. One of the many components that you get with your Dream Machine is this really nice accessory box. Brother's done a fabulous job of putting this box together. It says Brother on the top. You can see that right here is a lock and unlock, and it says Dream Machine. There are two sliders, one on each side. I'm just going to carefully turn this around and not drop the box, that then allow the lid to come straight up. Oops, sorry. Okay, I've kept this foam piece for my box, but you don't have to. The only reason I've kept it is because I'm taking my machine on the road quite a bit, so it stops everything from flying when I'm in transport. I'm just going to turn the box around. For every stitch and ability that you can do on your Brother Dream Machine, there is a corresponding foot that comes with it, or accessory that is provided. In other words, you're not required to purchase anything as an add-on unless you really want to do something specific. So they've included everything, and all of these feet, all of these accessories, because there's two trays. Here is one tray, and I'm just going to put this on top of the machine for a second. Hopefully I don't drop it. There's the second tray. Inside there is more. So everything that you need, absolutely everything that you need, whoops, is inside of the accessory case. But aside from that, in the large box that the machine comes in, there is more. There's a lot more. There are more accessories. There are hoops, there are hoop guides, there's the foot, the special foot, there's all kinds of other extra accessories. So it's a really good thing to go through your manual on page 20 of your owner's manual and do an accounting of everything that you get with your Brother Dream Machine. We've repositioned ourselves and also put the little accessory case on a tilt so that you can see it easier. You'll notice that there are alphabetical numbers plus an arrow. So there's the letter A, J, this J is pointing down, the A is pointing up, and so on the accessory box. So for every foot there is a corresponding space for it to be stored in the accessory case. People ask us all the time, where's my J foot? Because it says J foot right there, but it will be empty. This J foot with the little black dot on it will be on your Dream Machine. It comes standard attached to your Dream Machine, which is always the case, and then people are worried because it's a void. Don't get all hung up on that. The J foot just fits right back into its little cubby hole right there. Okay, so on page 20, it does an accounting of all the included accessories. You'll notice that on page 22 and 23, there are more things that you could buy if you wanted to, and in some cases, like here in Canada, some of these accessories are included. In the United States, some different accessories are included, so you do need to do a double check on it. But on page 20 and 21 is an accounting of everything that you standard accessories that you do get. So the J foot is the first foot that is mentioned, then it goes to the N foot, and the N foot is actually an extra wide foot. This is for all of your decorative stitches, for really wide back and forth stitches. It's probably one of my favorite feet because it has such a big footprint and it holds the fabric down really, really well. So the N foot is the next one, then it goes to the G, and then it goes on and on and on. So all of these feet are all in here, tucked in here. And one of the feet that is not tucked in here is going to be your embroidery foot, which is used for all machine embroidery with, it includes the laser attachment to it. Now I will show you that in just 1 second. Okay, we've laid out some of the accessories, and I'm not going to point to each one of them. You're going to have to go through your book and do an actual accounting of them, but it sure gives you a snapshot of all the things you get, and this isn't even half of it. So you get the zigzag foot, which is the J foot, which is almost always attached to the machine. N, which is the monogramming foot, they call it, which is your widest foot. An overcast foot, G. A zipper foot, I. A buttonhole foot, A. Blind stitch foot, R. Button fitting foot, M. Yes, you sew buttons on with this machine. Dual feed foot, straight stitch foot, free motion quilting foot, C. Free motion echo quilting foot, E. Free motion open toe quilting foot, O. Like I said, you get everything and then some. If it can do a stitch, there's a foot for it. Vertical stitch alignment foot, embroidery foot, 1/4 inch quilting foot with guide. That's this guy down here, and on and on and on. Now, there's a few things that, aside from all of this, which I think people are confused by. First of all, your Dream Machine from Brother takes a 15A bobbin. This is, here, I'll just actually put it on this, on my pointer. There, can you see that? That's a 15A bobbin. An L bobbin is thinner. It's got a lower profile, holds less thread. A 15A, you're changing bobbins less often. Yes, you can use pre-wound bobbins. This machine loves pre-wound bobbins. I predominantly use pre-wounds. They are still 15As, okay? The other thing is that this machine, the Dream Machine, is a high shank machine. Now, what does that mean? If you look at the older machines, this area from up here to down where the needle actually strikes is lower, so your feet are lower. Brother has thought of that because there are some feet that do not come with the machine which you may want to use from another Brother machine. So they have included an adapter which slides onto the shank once the ankle is removed and makes this into a low shank machine. A lot of times people will wonder what the heck this thing is, and that's what it is. It converts it from a high shank machine to a low shank machine. And that's important because now you have no limitations. You can use everything and then some. The other thing is that people wonder about the actual foot. So I'll just bring it down here, and I've got my cord wrapped around it, and you can see that I have not put my foot together. It comes with a bar that is either left or right, right or left, makes no difference, that you can then program this foot, and there are instructions in the manual on how to program the foot so that it can cut, it can lift your foot up, it can do all kinds of amazing things. Okay, so it's there. That's why people ask us all the time, why do I have a second foot? You don't really have a second foot. They work in cooperation with one another, and there is a bar plus accompanying screws that are specialty screws for it that come with it. Okay, and you'll also, people ask, well, I have a move it foot, but I can't find the feet for the move it foot. They're not always together in the same box, or they've moved them. You know when it's a move it foot because a move it foot is a foot on steroids. It's huge, it's big, and you do get the 2 feet, these 2 feet right here, and they are amazing. We're going to do a video on just the move it foot and the pen pal itself, just one separate video on those two accessories itself. But this is the 1/4 inch one, the one with the plastic kind of guide in it. I like this one a lot, I use it a lot, and this one is just your standard Move It foot, okay? They snap on in exactly the same way as all of our brother's other feet do. The other question we get a lot is, what the heck is this thing? This is for leather work. It's a hole punch. I actually use it to do punch holes in the eyelets and things like that, but that's not what it's really for. It's for leather work, so you can weave a piece of leather through here and actually do the motion of leather work. So it has that. The other question we get a lot is, what the heck is this? Now I haven't even opened mine yet, but I'll pull it out. And the instructions inside say it's a straight stitch foot with plate. So it's a specialty plate with a straight stitch foot that does a perfect 1/4 inch. And you notice that it just has a single hole in it. It doesn't have that wide opening. So we'll cover all of these things later on as we use them, but I just want you to do an accounting of everything. Make sure that everything is here. Make sure, because you know it's packaged by human beings. Make sure that nobody has forgotten to package this, that, or the other thing. And you should do that the very minute you get your machine into your house. If the store has not done an accounting with you like we do. We do an accounting in store and account for everything that you have paid for on page 20, 21, and 22, and then look at 22 and 23 second half and see if there are extra goodies there for you. The last thing I want to talk about is it comes with a screen cloth, a cloth to clean your screen. Your screen is like an iPad or a tablet. You should not be spraying Windex on it. You should not be treating it as if it were not a computer component that is sensitive to moisture. And the included, I can't even get it out of here, the included cloth is meant to be used to clean your screen. So kudos to Brother. They give you everything you need and then some. Everything is explained in the book. Don't be intimidated because there is so much, because there is a use for everything and everything is neatly stored away. Thanks for watching. We'll continue on with more videos on the Dream Machine too. And we're actually going to go into machine embroidery part the next time, and then we'll talk about the other things that it can do. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.